Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll learn how to create this awesome glass morphism card in PowerPoint. So let's get into the video. I will start off by inserting a new slide. Then I'll go to View. Then I'll activate Ruler and Guides. Perfect. Now I'll go to Format, Background. Then I'll choose Gradient Fill. Now at 1% position, I'm choosing this color. I'll go to this, then I'll go to RGB sliders, color sliders. Then I'll go to coolers.co. Then I'll copy this hex code. I'll come back to PowerPoint. Then I'll paste it. Then at 100% position, I'll open up the color sliders. Then I'll go back to coolers.co. Then I'll copy this color, come back to PowerPoint, and I'll paste it. Then I'll go to Insert, Shapes. Then I'll choose Rounded Rectangle. Then I'll draw a rectangle like this. Okay, perfect. Now I'll go to Shape Format, Align, Align Center, Align Middle. Now I'll go to Format Shape. Then I'll choose Gradient Fill. At 1% position, I'll choose, let's say, 76% to transparency. Then at 100% position, I'll choose, let's say, 78 transparency. Now with the line, I'll also choose Gradient Line. Then I will delete this two. Then at 0% position, I will choose a white color. Then at 100% position, I'll choose a light gray color. Okay, perfect. Next, I'll go to the shape format. Then I'll open up the selection pane. Then I'll rename this NEUMORPHISM 1. Then I'll hit Command D or Control D on the keyboard to duplicate. So I'll name this NEUMORPHISM 2. Now I'll align them in place. Now with the NEUMORPHISM 2, I'll go to Format Shape. Then at 1%, I'll choose this color. I'll pick the eyedropper tool and select this color. Then at 100% position, I'll select the eyedropper tool and get this color. Okay, perfect. Now I'll go to Effects. Then I'll bring up the drop down for the shadow. Then I'll choose the first preset for outer. Now with the distance, I'll go for, let's say, 21. Let me type in 21. Then with the blur, I'll go for 17. Okay. Next, I'll go to shape format, then choose no outline. Okay, perfect. Then I'll send it to back. Now, as you can see, we have a glass shape on top of a solid shape. Okay, so I'll put it back in place. Then I'll go to Insert, Shapes. Then I'll select a circle. Whilst holding Shift, I'll draw a perfect circle like this. Okay. Then I'll go to Shape Format, no outline. Then with the gradient, I'll choose, with the fill, I'll choose Gradient Fill. Then at 1% position, I'll choose this color. Then at 100% position, I will choose this color. Now with the type, I will choose radial. Then with the direction, I will choose the first one. Okay. Then I'll bring it to this place. Now whilst holding Alt Shift, I'll drag it up like this to make a duplicate. Now I'll go to Insert, Shapes, Rectangle. Then I'll draw a rectangle like this. Now let me align them to the middle of the circle. Okay. Now I'll go to Shape Format. I'll select outside, then select the circle. Whilst holding Shift, I'll select the rectangle. Then I'll go to Shape Format, Merge Shapes. Then I'll select Subtract. Now I'll go to Shape Format. Then I'll go to Rotate Object. Then I'll flip horizontally. Then I'll bring it to this place. Perfect. Now I'll select this circle, then send it to back. Then I'll select this half circle, semicircle. Then I'll go to Effects. Then I'll go to Soft Edges. Then I'll increase it, let's say 12. Okay. Now I'll hold Shift and increase. Now hold Shift and increase this soft edged circle. Let me decrease it a little bit. I think it's okay. Yeah. Next, I'll copy these two circles, this full circle, then this semicircle. Then I'll hit Command D to duplicate. Now I'll send it to this place. Then I'll go to Shape Format, Rotate Object, then flip horizontally. Okay, perfect. Next, I will deselect them, then select this circle, then send it to back. Perfect. Now I'll bring this circle here. I think it's okay. Now I want to add a drop shadow to the circle at the back. So I'll select the circle, then go to Format Shape. Then I'll go to Effects. Then I'll bring up the drop down for the drop shadow. Then with the presets, I'll choose the first one for outer. Then with the distance, I'll increase it. Let's say this, 7. Then with the blur, I'll go for, let's say 13. Then I'll do the same thing for this place. I'll select the circle here. Then I'll go to Format Shape. Then Effects, Shadows preset. Then I'll choose the first preset for outer. Then, no, I think I will choose this one, bottom left. Then I'll increase the distance a little bit. Then the blur, I think this is okay. Now I'll add some text. So I'll go to Home. Then I'll bring up the text box. I'll draw like this. I think it's okay. Then I'll go to Shape Format, Align Center. Then with the text, let's say I'll type Financial Modeling. With the font, I'll be using Montserrat. Montserrat Extra Bold. Then I'll increase the font size a little bit. Let's say something like this. Then I'll align it in the center. Okay, perfect. Then I'll go to, with the text, I'll go to Shadows. I'll go to Text Options. Then I'll go to Effects, Text Effects. Then with the drop shadow, I'll choose the first one. Then with the distance, I'll go for something like this. Then with the blur, I'll go, yeah, perfect. Now I want to animate the circles, so I'll select this circle. Then I'll go to animations. Then I'll choose fly in. Then I'll bring up my animation pane. Then with the path animation, I'll choose line. Then with the direction, I'll choose up. Okay, it's looking perfect already. Then with the animation effects, I'll start with start on click. Then the duration, let's say 2 seconds. Then I'll activate smooth start and smooth end. Then auto reverse. Then with the timing, I'll choose on repeat. I'll choose until the end of slide. Then I'll add a delay of, let's say, 1 second. Then I think it's perfect. Next, I'll select this circle. Then bring up the animation painter. Then I'll paint on this semicircle. With this semicircle, I'll choose start with previews. So let's see the preview. It's looking perfect already. Okay. Now I will select this circle again, this semicircle. Then I'll hit the animation painter. Then I'll paint on this one, this semicircle. Then I'll hit the animation painter and paint on this circle as well. Then with this circle, I'll select this oval. Then go to path animation, no, direction, effects option, direction. Then I'll choose down. Then with this one, with this freeform, I'll also go to effects options, then I'll choose down. So let's see the preview. Okay, that's pretty much it, guys. You can go ahead and add up some text to make it look more interesting. See you in the next video.